Hello, this is Darren DePaul, the voice of Emperor Valkorion, and you're watching another video by Vulkk.
Greetings from Bulgaria, I'm Vulkk. If you have seen my previous Stronghold overview of the Rishi hideout, stick around guys, because this is the live version and there are some changes, some significant changes to the layout, to the prices if you will, and quite a few other things. So this is the fully unlocked Stronghold tour that I'm going to present for you, and of course we start at the very beginning at the landing platform where you usually land. In front of you there are two terminals. The Stronghold introduction will play the intro for you again. You've probably seen that on several of my articles. And this is the exit button. It's the same as this one button over here. It's traditional for all Strongholds. Behind here is something that you can unlock. It actually is called the Patrol Carrier, unlocked for 1.5 million credits or 1200 cartel coins. I'm looking at my guide here over on the second monitor. Even though you don't see the camera, I'm telling you why I'm taking a second to tell you these things. You've got two things that you can travel to. First one is the Cove expansion, the second one is the Patrol Carrier. The Cove expansion unlocks for 2 million credits or 1800 cartel coins. I'm not going to be as detailed as the first time because I would rely on the fact that most of you guys have already seen my previous video. So just briefly mentioning these control terminals, they can lock and unlock the doors once you enter this, the first PvP area. And from here on now I'm going to start demonstrating, at least for the most areas that I walk through, the hooks available for you to decorate with things. Over there we've got the viewing area. Let's actually go there very quickly with some more hooks available. The number and placements of hooks has also been changed compared to what you might have seen on my previous tour from PTS, because Bioware took some feedback. I do have a very detailed guide in case you need some help finding your place. And yes, we do have these weird bugs here and there, plus a very annoying lag that you can currently see. That's why I'm walking. I'm actually attempting to spawn my speeder and it's not really happening. There we go, I finally was able to switch between the two menus. I apologize. This is the beach where we used to have the hidden cave. It has been transformed into the overlook. Currently between 5.9.2 and 5.9.3, which is expected to land hopefully somewhere before November, maybe October, maybe early November. This is extremely cheap at the moment, available for only 120,000 credits to unlock. It will go back to its normal price, whatever it is, after the next update. This cave was not changed actually, but the new thing is this elevator right here. This is what you are actually unlocking. The apartment upstairs has 3 bedrooms and we're heading there to check them out. As I was saying, I do have a very detailed guide which includes the secret achievements that you can unlock here inside the Stronghold. Here is the map, that's the elevator, and here are the 3 bedrooms and the view outside. There aren't any windows, unfortunately. So I don't know why exactly do we call this an apartment without any windows. I know that in Star Wars you don't exactly need windows, but anyway. And that's the very same beach. Right there you can see something that doesn't exactly say speedy. That's, well, I don't know if I should say. You don't jump, because if you do jump, that's what happens. There are several places where you can actually jump and save yourself some traveling time, but this is not one of them. And of course you can take a shortcut if you want to go to the apartment from here. Let me just go quickly and show you speedy. Nothing really extraordinary out there in the 3 bedrooms, just empty spaces for you to decorate with plenty of hooks on the ceilings, walls and on the floor. So this is something new. If you want to learn more about this guy and how to make it happen, and you can guess what this is, since this guy is here, you can guess what he did to the poor turtle. This is one of the secret achievements. I don't want to say spoilers because that's not exactly a spoiler. And it's not easy to do that, so don't be afraid. You can't accidentally kill your turtle. You have to do a series of things to actually make this ragu spawn. This is the first unlockable place. You actually unlock the cove from here. And this is the staging room with, again, plenty of decorations to make your guests feel very welcome. Another small addition. Yes, you might remember this is the exact same area as you've seen before the second boss in the Ravagers operation. As a matter of fact, as I've said in my previous video, pretty much the whole Rishi Stronghold is compiled and combined of different modules from the Rishi planet or the Ravagers operation. It's just a dead end. I'm really curious, what would you guys place right over there in front of the sewage? Alright, we're heading back. A quick overview, that's where we are on the map. These are two unlockable rooms. And I'm going to tell you that this one is the sunroom. The sunroom costs 825,000 credits or 600 cartel coins. Once again, familiar space from Rishi quests. You might remember stopping by that kind of structure many times while doing the Rishi main quest. And we are back into the staging room, so there is no point going back there again. Yep, you caught me. I got lost there for a moment. This is the other unlockable room around here. It's the hillside room, and it costs again 825,000 credits or 600 cartel coins. It's exactly the same one, unfortunately. Maybe that's why it's exactly the same price. Exactly the same one, but with a closed off ceiling. We don't see the sky from this one. Maybe that's why it's the hillside room, because there are hills around and on top of it. The other secret achievement starts from right here, and again, below the video, you will find more information and interesting links as to how to get to there. If you have unlocked the this point right here, transportation, you will be allowed to travel via speeder back to there, and I might as well just show you how to do it. So this is where you start for the second secret or not so secret achievement. And a quick view, of course, what kind of decorations you're allowed to play. I don't know, these feel a little bit too random somehow. Just 3 random small spots, maybe to place some characters there and pretend that you're role-playing by yourself in your gigantic empty stronghold. Unless, of course, you populate it with 1 million people. That's a rich place for decorations right here. Now, just in case you've been wondering, the fully unlocked stronghold has 12 expansions. It can fit up to 75 people, and you can have a giant party in there indeed. We're getting up on the second floor just to check out what's happening here. A few more hooks for decorations available here, and a lot more here. And that's where we're on the map right now. We've basically, very quickly but thoroughly explored the Rishi hideout area. Let me go to the speeder and demonstrate you a quick flyby with the speeder. It's free, of course. You don't get charged for flying with a speeder bike in your own stronghold. Let me hide the menu and show you what's happening. It is indeed a beautiful place. You can only imagine if this engine was a little bit newer. And hello, we are back right where we started. Following a short lag that I'm currently experiencing. There we go. This should be gone by the next week. I don't know what's causing it, but usually after a big update, we do experience some lags. So, we've already explored the Cove expansion. We are going up to the carrier. starting with the main deck. I do apologize, that's again lag. Really annoying lag. Unfortunately, this isn't a full-time speeder travel. We're about to be cut off any moment now, and we'll spawn inside the main deck, where you have plenty of more similar looking rooms to unlock, plus something really cool. So let's start with the engine room. This is a special, well, I should say another secret achievement. Sit back, relax, and really take in the sights of your stronghold. A friend on Facebook told me, which of course I'm going to mention when I add this to the guide, that this is happening when you take a speeder 25 times. So basically what you can do is take the speeder from the Cove to the landing platform of the starting area on Rishi. Do that 25 times and you should get the achievement. That's, let's call it the third secret achievement. I kind of forgot to show you hooks, did I? I believe it was Tom who said that on Facebook, so thank you. Can you imagine having a third boss from the Ravagers operation to fight here with a bunch of terminals available on the left and right side? Some terminals for you to click right here and some droids spawning. Never mind, good old memories from doing that Tark boss fight. Torque, what the hell is Torque? I believe I called it engine room. Yes, it's the reactor room. Slight difference. The reactor room costs 975 credits or 450 cartel coins. And of course, just in case you forgot, unlocking the carrier costs 1.5 million credits or 1200 cartel coins. This right here is the unlock to the Skydeck. This will be the last place we're about to visit, and we'll do that in a moment. Just a quick update, unlocking the Skydeck will cost you a whopping 2,800,000 credits or 2,000 cartel coins. We're heading to one of the best and most interesting rooms. Before that, very quick update on what hooks we've got available here in the large corridor. Heading inside the room. The hooks here are not the main attraction, I believe, at least for me and probably many of you, but it is this controls terminal. Here you can spawn the regular Warzone training and operation training dummies, but Bioware has finally added a healing training dummy where you healers can actually train yourself. And of course, for convenience, you've got the nice handy repair astromech droid selling you those cool buffs that you can apply to the dummy. And well, actually, just for demonstration, let me spawn the dummy. And maybe better spawn the healing dummy, because I can mouse over and show you a healing training dummy text overlay. Which of course I'm not going to read out loud, but feel free to do that for yourself by pausing the video maybe. We've got 3 more small unlockable rooms, and that's the bridge over there. First, let's head to the left where we've got the port quarters. The port quarters cost 830,000 credits or 600 cartel coins. Very simple, small, squarish room with plenty of decorations for you to play with. Man, if only I had the time and the resources. Maybe I do have the resources in cartel coins, but I don't want to spend my cartel coins on decorating my own stronghold. I prefer to do that for giveaways. Anyway, another similar looking room. This is the starboard quarters, and it costs a little bit less, 825,000 credits, and again 600 cartel coins. These are the captain's quarters, but surprisingly they look very similar, with very similar hooks. There is a rich image gallery if you want to catch up some details in some of the environment in and outside in these areas. So I'm not really stopping by here to catch up the vistas or anything. I'm just doing a quick tour because I don't want this video to be half an hour. And it's very likely that it will end up being half an hour long. This is a copy of the final boss room for the Ravagers operation. This is where you fight Koratani. It's It's one of, even today, it's one of the tougher bosses in hard mode, of course. Although they nerfed it quite significantly, but it's still tough enough. The last place we have to check out, and before I forget, I actually did forget to show you most of these nodes, but at least I'm going to show you this one because I remembered. In pretty much every big area you've got one of these. Clicking on that will allow you to set this arrival point, which means every time you go to your Rishi hideout stronghold, you will land wherever you clicked this. So if you don't want to land all the way there to, well, actually I can't really click it right now. If you don't want to go to the starting landing platform, but anywhere else, you activate these set points and it will send you there anytime you want to travel to your Rishi hideout. The Skydeck is probably the biggest attraction for PvP. Plus, it's an open space and it looks cool. If you click on that, as you can see, it will tell you return to the hideout with haste. I'm going to show you what happens when you click it in just a moment. First, that's the map right there. This is the Hudbow map where you can organize your own team deathmatches or Hudbow matches. This is another set point for you if you want to spawn right here. And this is a remote observation droid control console with a couple of controls. The only the first one is disconnect if you want to get back to your character. The second one turns off the camera mode so you can actually start enjoying as a spectator, maybe cast your own PvP tournament like this, because you're allowed to move wherever you want and do whatever you want. Quick demonstration of the hooks, because I'm actually going to run through the place next time. And you are allowed to jump up here. There is the scoreboard between the two teams. You've got, let me show you the overviews. Ally yourself with the rotworms or ally yourself with the fruit dogs, whichever is your favorite. If you're the organizer or the host, you can actually, well, not now because I'm on a probe, you can click on this terminal and you will be allowed to choose what kind of a game you want, Hudbow or deathmatch, and you will be able to close off the area by activating the, what's it called, energy wall. Let's call it energy wall. I had enough fun with this little guy. Let's actually spawn back to my character. And yes, pretty much everywhere around your stronghold you are allowed to walk with your speeder, use your mount basically. Unless you step in a PvP area where you will be dismounted and your companion will be stored for you. But as long as you're not participating in an active PvP match, you're allowed to use at least your rocket boost. Or, as I call it, rocket boots, because it sounds funnier. These are not teleporting guns, it's just the only one on the other side, unfortunately. These are just decorations. And here is a cool elevator for you to get upstairs and have the best VIP view ever. It's a little bit too far, but thankfully you can zoom in with the camera and have a little bit of a better view at what's happening down there. There are 3 available layouts that I want to show you specifically here because this is kind of a big deal. You can have up to 4 starship slots instead of 1 giant Rishi hideout. Wow, more decoration hooks. I forgot actually these exist up here, because you might actually put some table and chairs and maybe something protective against the sun, just in case the sun ever appears. This is a place where you can jump off and survive, barely with about 40% of your health. And I think we've had plenty of time to actually check it out. Let's take the speeder because it's a cool overview of the area around. Of course, you can move the camera and get an even better perspective of what's happening. This ship, in case you've been wondering, yes, it's also taken from the Ravagers. It's the place where you fight. Oh, come on, lag, don't do that now. It's the place where you fight Master and Blaster. Or, well, almost the same. Man, that lag is really killing me. But it's probably tormenting many of you if you are actively playing the game at this very moment, because it's everywhere, not on just my server, not just now, not just today. Alright, I'm not going back to the main deck through this, but I'm going with style, or as the game suggests, with haste. I love that one. And that's it. As quick as possible, despite the fact that it took me 20-ish minutes. I don't know how long it will be after I finish editing the video, but it's a long one. Yes, this is one of the biggest, by far the biggest stronghold up to date, and it's most detailed. It's also the first and very unique one that features PvP elements. Many of the decorations will play the role of line of sight whenever you place them, especially in the PvP areas. And of course, you have the ability to toggle on and off the PvP mode for your stronghold, if you wish to. Thank you guys for joining me for this one. One more reminder, below the video you will find links and information with everything you need to know about the Stronghold unlocking prices, whether they have changed. The guide will always be up to date because I'm not allowed to update the video. But I can always update the written guide. In the written guide you'll find more links to other things like new decorations, craftable things, the new MK4 prefabs, of course the secret achievements, and a few other things that I will leave for you to discover on your own. Thank you for joining me for this one. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you like the Rishi Stronghold? Do you believe that it's way too expensive for just the Stronghold? Because unlocking it, actually I forgot to mention, unlocking it, its 12 expansions will set you back with 13.5 million credits, or about 10,500 cartel coins. I can only mention that unlocking this for your guild would be in the range of 87 million credits. Yep, that's expensive. See you next time, guys. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video.